Welcome to Death Ranks, a place where deaths in horror movies get to show off and also get ranked. Today I'll be ranking the deaths in the original Saw from 2004.
Think of it all. We're out of time.
Live or die. Make your choice.
But enough wasting time, we've got some deaths to get to, so let's get to it. After the movie title, it all starts in a bath, but not one of those cozy after-work bubble baths. Nope, you're gonna need some antibiotics for this one. Here we meet Adam, who hops out of the tub and is frantically yelling for help. Then we hear a voice in the darkness which says, "Don't worry, you're not dead." Oh, yippee. The lights then turn on. Oh God, these are not energy efficient! And Adam is indeed not alone. Joining him in this shithole is Wesley from The Princess Bride. I mean, Dr. Lawrence Gordon. If you were thinking things couldn't start any worse, think again. The two notice a dead man in the middle of the room, holding a gun in one hand and a tape recorder in the other. This fella doesn't make the death list though, because he was already dead. It's just the rules, man. It appears this guy blew his own brains out. Adam and Dr. Gordon then get to know each other a bit.
What's your name?
My name is very fucking confused. What's your name?
Next, they try to piece together how the hell they got here and what they last remember.
What's the last thing you remember?
Nothing. I went to bed in my shithole apartment and woke up in an actual shithole.
The two then find envelopes in their pockets. Adam's contains a tape that says "Play Me." The Doc's contains one bullet and another similar tape. Adam snags the recorder from their dead roommate here and plays his tape. Adam's probably thinking, for the love of God, please tell us where we are.
I'll tell you where you might be. You might be in the room that you die in.
Fan-fucking-tastic. The person on the tape also goes on to explain how Adam's a pathetic voyeur and asks if he's finally gonna do something about his life. Now onto the Doc's tape. Dr. Gordon has to kill Adam sometime between now and 6 o'clock. But keep in mind, there are ways to win this game because there are clues all around the room. But if he doesn't kill Adam by 6, his wife Allison and daughter Diana will die. After Adam dives for Klondike bars, Dr. Gordon suddenly realizes he might know who's behind this. And who, you might ask? Well, we then transport to a crime scene where we see a man unsuccessfully tried to escape another one of these deadly games. The tape found on this crime scene tells us that our pal Paul here got the lucky job of trying to crawl through barbed wire to this door before it locks shut. But turns out no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't get through this barbed wire without bleeding to death and also having a little jigsaw ripped off his flesh, hence why the police named the suspect Jigsaw. And even though Paul's death is a flashback, we watch it happen on screen, so I'm still marking him down as the first death of the movie and the first death of the entire Saw franchise at about 18 minutes into the movie. Next, we also meet Mark, who's the next contestant on this sick little game show. Mark has a slow-acting poison in his veins with the antidote inside of this safe. The combination to the safe is written on the wall. Curveball though, the ground's covered in pokey shit, you're lathered in a flammable lube all over your body, and the safe's got a candle on top. Good luck! No luck for Mark though, as he gets to be marked down as death number 2 after burning himself alive. Here we also meet Detective David Tapp and Detective Stephen Singh, who were the investigators on this case. Turns out a medical pen was also found at the scene. We also get another of the many flashbacks in this movie to explain our characters' backstories. This time we transport to a hospital where Dr. Gordon's talking about a patient's deadly diagnosis. They're interrupted by an orderly named Zepp. Remember this guy's name for later. And then a second interruption, this time it's the Popo, and come to find out the medical pen found at the crime scene had Dr. Gordon's prints on it, which is really why he knows who might be behind what's happening to them, because at one point, he was a suspect. As they question Dr. Gordon, a surviving victim is here for questioning as well, who apparently was able to get out of this reverse bear trap attached to her jaw. Oh hey, Jigsaw!
I want to play a game.
So how the hell did Amanda get out? Well, the key to her trap was located in the belly of the dead man in the room with her. And after some nauseating, spinning camera shit. Seriously though, was everybody on this production pounding those Jolt energy drinks? I am way too under-caffeinated for all these camera shots. But surprise, he's not dead. And Amanda doesn't care though and just carves right in for the key. She explores around his insides until eventually finding the key in his stomach. Jesus, man, did you have to eat yellow curry for lunch? Damn. But thanks, Amanda, for adding to today's ranking as we get Donnie as our death number 3. Appreciate you, girl. After using the curry and bile-covered key to unlock the trap, Amanda's congratulated by Jigsaw, who explains how most people are ungrateful to be alive, but she won't be anymore. Doc and Adam eventually find out they're being watched. Adam, will you fill out this survey of how your experience in this escape room is going so far?
I'm having a blast. This is the most fun I've had without lubricant.
Then Adam finds a picture of the Doc's wallet showing his wife and daughter tied up and also a hint at the next clue. Turns out after Dr. Gordon left for work that night, a man came into their house and tied up his wife and daughter at gunpoint. Instead of going out with the boys tonight, Tap's in the office watching more Jigsaw footage. But right as Detective Singh's about to leave for beers, Tap notices a key clue pointing to where Jigsaw's headquarters might be. They track down Jigsaw's dungeon of fun and find a survivor in another trap. As Jigsaw arrives back home, they try to ambush him and they also get the man out of the trap. Jigsaw cuts Tap's throat and runs away. Singh catches up and shoots him in the back. However, you know this place is booby-trapped and Detective Singh gets to go down as death number 4 when he gets obliterated by 4 shotguns rigged to the ceiling. He died. Tap and Jigsaw, though, do somehow survive. The next clue leads to a box with a cell phone inside. Hell yeah, let's play some Snake! Adam and the Doc both suddenly remember the moments before they got here. They were both attacked by a person in a pig mask. The phone then rings and it's Doc's wife and daughter. His wife tells him that Adam knew him before today. We then find out that someone had hired Adam to tail Dr. Gordon and take photos of him as he met with a young colleague from work in a hotel. Turns out the man who hired Adam was Detective Tap, who no longer works for the police department after a mental health struggle following his partner's death. Dr. Gordon didn't actually cheat on his wife and wants to make that very clear. Adam wants to make it very clear he doesn't give a shit.
I don't give a crap if you covered yourself in peanut butter and had a 15-hooker gangbang.
Gordon, though, notices in one of the photos the orderly Zepp is peeking out his window inside his house. And he's pissed. It turns out Zepp is the one watching them from the cameras. But oh shit, time's up! However, just before Zepp can shoot Gordon's wife and daughter, she unties herself and overtakes him. During the scuffle, a nearby Tap hears the gunshots and heads over to help. Zepp gets into a shootout with Tap, but Zepp gets away. Tap follows him to a warehouse. I know, guys, I'm sorry, these names. Unfortunately for Gordon, he heard the gunshots on the phone and is kind of freaking out now. After being electrocuted, he loses the phone, but that's okay. He'll just use his shirt like Adam did earlier. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean as a tourniquet. And Gordon then decides to saw his own foot off. And all Adam can do is watch. How lovely. Zepp and Tap battle in the hallway of the warehouse, but Zepp eventually ends up shooting and killing Tap with a bullet to the chest. Sorry, Tap, your quest to take down Jigsaw ends here, but hey, death number 5 in a Saw movie is still kinda cool, so congrats. Dr. Gordon's now completely lost it and shimmies his way over to the gun and aims at Adam. Come on, man, dodge that shit. Do the boot scootin' boogie, sea walk, anything. Adam doesn't and gets shot in hopes that Gordon can get his family back. Zepp then opens the door and Dr. Gordon asks him why the hell he did all this. And Zepp then explains it's too late, he missed the deadline. It's just the rules, man. Adam then awakens from the dead, pulls Zepp to the ground and beats the absolute shit out of him with the top of the toilet at least 7 times. Safe to assume Zepp is now death number 6. Gordon grabs Adam and says he has to go get help. Whoa, get your damn hands off me, you just shot me, man. Gordon crawls out of there and Adam finds a tape recorder on Zepp. Uh-oh. The tape is very similar to theirs, which turns out Zepp is not Jigsaw. Zepp had a poison in his veins with Jigsaw holding the only antidote. And the only way Zepp could get the antidote was by being a pawn in Jigsaw's little game. And wait, what is this? The man on the floor was actually alive the entire time? He wipes off the fake brains from his head and tells Adam the key to his chain is in the bathtub. The man was Dr. Gordon's patient, John, who was seen briefly earlier in the movie and has a deadly tumor inside his body. Turns out John was willing to trade a really sore back for a front row seat to his own sick game. And the movie ends with Adam locked back inside screaming in the dark.
Game over.
And because Adam isn't conclusively dead, he doesn't get the pleasure of being on the death ranks list today. But holy shit, what an ending! So those are the deaths in the original Saw from 2004, and now it's time to rank every single death. And in last place is Detective David Tap, because if you get shot in the chest in a Saw movie, you know that's gonna be one of the lamest deaths in the movie. At number 5 is Mark. The puzzle he had to solve seemed pretty unique and cool to me, but he ended up just burning alive mostly off screen, plus he ended up dying both moisturized and naked, which isn't so bad, right? Coming in at number 4 is Detective Steven Singh, and yeah, it's a bloody one, but they blew the entire ambush, plus Steve missed out on beers with the boys. At number 3 is Zepp, and yeah, it's a nice little revenge kill, which is part of the reason why I have it above some of the others, but it was mostly off screen, and honestly, I'm just glad I can stop saying these dumbass names. In the number 2 spot is Paul's death by razor wire. I'm really just putting this here because he looks like a screaming little piggy in tighty whities. Plus, it's the first death in the entire franchise, and damn, imagine dying to a million razor cuts. And coming in at number 1 as my favorite death in the original Saw is Donnie's. Now, I know he had enough opioids in his body to kill an elephant, so he didn't really feel anything, but it's a brutal death. I mean, Amanda guts the guy alive, and he probably just laid there watching her rummage through his organs to find the stomach with the key in it. It's a tough one to watch, and it's gotta be my number 1 death in the original Saw. That's not it. The award for bonehead death of the movie goes to Detective David Tapp, because after that throat slit, you kind of got a second chance at life, and you pretty much blew it. But there you go, that is every death ranked in the original Saw from 2004. And honestly, the deaths in this movie are not that great. I've seen a lot better, but I do really love that ending. But anyways, my name's Matt McFarland, and you just finished watching Death Ranks. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so. All of my social media links will be down below in the description if you want to go and follow me over there. Be on the lookout for new videos every single Friday on the channel. But anyways, everybody, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.